Man, Nintendo is killing it, bro. And ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh, we have our talent, Reggie Fisa, man!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Here we come. We winning. You losing. We winning. You losing. We winning. We losing. We winning. Just cruising. We winning. You losing.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Before we get started with this video, you already know, give the video a huge like, thumbs up. We have some dope gaming news items for this video. The first news item, hot off the press, the USNPD results for June are in, and we winning. Y'all losing. Joy-Con boys. Hey, the Nintendo Switch for another month is the best-selling hardware, outpacing both the newer, I have to say this, the newer consoles on the market, both the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X. The Switch outsold both the other two competing platforms in the month of June, and solid software numbers as well for the Switch. So for the month of June, Nintendo is the top selling console manufacturer, and not only that, but NPD has reported that for the first half of 2022, from the months of January to June, the first 6 months of the year, Nintendo has been on top. They have outpaced the competition. This generation, a huge 180. I was going to say 360. No, that'll get you right in the same place. A huge 180 from the Wii U. We all know how much the Wii U struggled. Only sold 13 million globally. I think the Switch passed that in its first year. But the Switch is a beast, a monster. As soon as Nintendo announced it was going to be a hybrid console, I said it. You go back and watch my videos around the Switch launch. I was like, it's a wrap. Nintendo's going to destroy it this generation, because a lot of people saying all these reasons why the Wii U failed, struggled, whatever. One thing that a lot of people overlook is Nintendo was trying to make games for the Wii U and for the 3DS, and they were splitting their development teams, their efforts, and both platforms were struggling with software droughts. Now that Nintendo has consolidated their development teams, everything focused on just one system, I think this is what Nintendo needs to do going forward. Switch 2, Switch Pro, keep the hybrid format, and it's going to be a wrap again going forward. Nintendo just going to continue to keep destroying the competition, because it's going to be they're going to have the only console where you can play games like Smash Brothers, Zelda, Mario, Metroid. The list goes on and on and on. As long as Nintendo keeps their games exclusive to their hardware, they're going to continue to kill it. And speaking of hardware, we do know, and it's already been reported, the Switch OLED model, the topic is, when is the more powerful Switch? I was just messaged on Twitter yesterday. Shout out to the homie Loaded Bud. He messaged me like, hey, OB, you still don't got a Steam Deck? The Steam Deck is a more powerful handheld. And so Nintendo has to come out with a more powerful system. So I think it has to be at least on par or more, ideally more powerful than the Steam Deck. Nintendo has to outpace what their most direct competition right now isn't even a PlayStation 5 or Xbox. It's the Steam Deck. Even though I think the Steam Deck is more niche, I don't know how good the system is selling, because you got to have software. And the Steam Deck, you're playing the same games you already own on your PC. What Nintendo has is those exclusivities. But as long as Nintendo keeps killing it in these NPD charts, they're going to be like, why? Why should we release a more powerful system? So time will tell. I'm hoping it's Similar to the Switch, but just more powerful. That's all we need. More powerful hardware, and I would be good to go. Next news item. Let's talk about, we talked about hardware, we talked about sales, we talked about Switch 2. It's software. At the end of the day, it's software that moves a system, and Nintendo has the software. Next news item is we have the file size for Bayonetta 3. File size for Bayonetta 3 comes in at 15 gigabytes, which is decent. With the Switch, you really can't tell based on the size of the gigabytes how long a game is or whatnot, because they know how to consolidate that memory on the Switch and effectively use it. So 15 gigabytes is a good chunk, especially if the Switch only came with 32 gigabytes. OLED has 64, but Bayonetta comes out in October. We have the file size, 15 gigabytes. This is going to be an easy day one buy. One of the best action games ever is the Bayonetta series. We have the file size, and let's talk about software. Like I said, wrapping out the month of July, we have two pretty good. Not one is still questionable for me, but the other one definitely a day one. The first one that's a little questionable, Live or Live. I played the demo. So far, I give it about a 7 out of 10. It's all right. It's all right. My thing with this game, it's launching too close to Xenoblade, man. I know that I'm not gonna have time to play both. So if I buy this game, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna be playing it. The Xenoblade is gonna come out, and this game is gonna be on the back burner. I wish these two games were paced further apart in the month of July, because in about 10 days, the heavyweight for the month of July comes out. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Definitely going to be picking this up day one. It's going to be an epic, massive RPG. Every trailer looks beautiful. Even though Nintendo, a lot of their games are cel-shaded, but something about this game, man, it just looks great. Xenoblade comes out on July 29th, so it's going to be a day one buy. And again, we're talking about software. Nintendo has a solid lineup for the remainder of 2022. I still believe we may have one, possibly two first-party games that are just a surprise that Nintendo's still keeping close to their chest. Just think, like last week, we didn't even know that new Kirby racing game existed, and Nintendo just dropped the trailer, announced it on Twitter, and it's launching. So, rounding out the year, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This is going to be another day one game. The first game was phenomenal. This game looks like it's going to be dope as well. Also, we've been talking about it, but wait till August. In August, Nintendo's going to give us a Splatoon Blitz. They're going to go all out in August. I'm almost leaning that we're going to get a Nintendo Direct in August, because Splatoon 3 drops September 9th, at the beginning of September. This is a huge first-party game for Nintendo. Splatoon has sold very well on the Switch. I mean, multi-million. I think it's over 10 million. Somebody could go look up the sales. You're like, Obi-Wan, you're the news guy. Why are we doing your work for you? But Splatoon 3, I'm going to be on this game heavy, man, heavy. My only thing with Splatoon 3, it launches the same week as 2K23. I'm going to be on 2K23 on the Switch as well. I'm going to be on both games, man. These are going to be my two multiplayer games for the rest of this year. But Splatoon 3 is going to be huge for Nintendo. Huge game. It's going to be an evergreen title. It's going to sell all throughout the holiday season. They got back the Ink Zuka, but they nerfed that Ink Zuka, bro. The Ink Zuka in Splatoon 1, you just had to duck and cover, bro. When somebody had the Ink Zuka special, everybody, the whole opponent team, everybody just stayed in the ink. Just stay quiet, don't move, because ain't nothing you can do about it. But Splatoon 3 is gonna be lit, and oh my goodness, to this ass Pokemon. Nothing's gonna compete with the Switch. With Pokemon coming out this holiday season, it's gonna be a wrap, bro. All right, what do you guys think about everything we talked about in this video? I'm gonna be traveling again this week, so I might not see y'all again until Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sound off in the comment section below. I wanna know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out.
This channel that I'm about to throw out there for you guys reminds me of me back when I had like 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, man. And he's probably gonna lose shit when I do this, but hey, man, I gotta say, my boy Obi-Wan, man, that nigga is my nigga right there. He reminds me exactly of me when I was doing this shit at a smaller level. His channel, when I look at it, it's such a nostalgia trip, and he has a really cool audience too, man. If you could show this nigga some love too, that'd be awesome. I don't shout people out unless I like them. A lot. I'm picky with that. Anyways, my boy Obi-Wan, your boy Obi-Wan. Hey man, I got you right here, my boy. Get that man a little bit of a look, man. He reminds me of me when I was smaller. You want to take a look in the past, my boy? This is the way you do it.
I got you,
Jedi Master right
the Jedi Master. I got you, man. You're playing 2 times.
Thank you.
I got
Obi-Wan,
you,
man. I'm
homie.
dedicating a workout set to you, my boy. Let's go, guys.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28.